I used to think I was just bad with money, like it was a me problem. Turns out, the phone in your hand was built by some of the smartest engineers on the planet, and their entire job is to make sure you keep spending, not ads, not the obvious stuff, the design itself, the buttons, the colors, the order things show up in. By the end of this video, you're going to open your phone and see it completely differently. Let's get into it. So here's the thing nobody tells you. Every app you use is in a competition, but they're not competing for your money first. They're competing for your attention, because attention is the thing they sell, and once they have your attention, getting your money is the easy part. Think about the last time you actually opened an app planning to buy something. You sat down, you researched, you compared prices. Rare, right? Now think about all the times you opened an app for literally no reason, just bored, just scrolling, and 20 minutes later there's a package on the way to your house. That's not you being weak. That's the system working exactly as designed. And to understand how that works, you need one word: friction. Friction is anything that slows you down between wanting something and buying it. A second password, a shipping form, a moment where your brain goes, wait, do I actually want this? Every one of those moments is a chance for you to back out. So the entire industry has a name for their goal: frictionless spending. They've spent billions of dollars removing those moments, one by one, until buying something takes less effort than deciding what to watch tonight. Think about that. Picking a show takes you 20 minutes of scrolling. Spending $40 takes one tap. And it starts with a trick so simple you've never even noticed it. Okay, quick experiment. Imagine pulling out $40 in cash and handing it to a cashier for a t-shirt. You feel that, right? A little. Your brain actually registers something close to physical discomfort when you watch money leave your hands. Behavioral scientists have a name for it. They call it the pain of paying. And here's why that matters. That little sting is your brain's natural brake. It's the thing that makes you go, maybe I don't need this. For most of human history, spending money hurt a little, and that hurt protected you. Now watch what happened. We went from cash to swiping a card to tapping a card to just looking at your phone. And every single step made the pain quieter. When you tap your phone to pay, your brain barely registers that anything left your account at all. No countdown of bills, no handoff, just a little check mark and a satisfying buzz. And here's a clean example of this in the wild. Casinos. They don't let you bet with cash at the table. They make you trade your money for chips first. Why? Because betting with a plastic chip doesn't hurt the way betting with a $20 bill does. The chip is a layer between you and the pain. Your phone is the exact same trick. Your money becomes a number on a screen, and a number doesn't sting. Studies have suggested people spend significantly more when they pay with cards or digital wallets versus cash. The exact numbers vary, but the direction is always the same. Take away the sting, and people spend more. Always. So the next time a checkout screen offers to save your card for next time, understand what's really happening. They're not doing you a favor. They're removing your brakes. And one company figured out how to make that gap basically disappear. They even patented it. Back in the late 90s, Amazon patented something called one-click ordering. One button, no cart, no review screen, no second guess. You want it, you tap once, it's yours. They literally owned the rights to that idea for years, so nobody else could copy it. Think about how wild that is. The most valuable part wasn't a product. It wasn't a price. It was deleting the pause. The moment where you'd normally stop and think. And that idea spread everywhere. Now, everything is one tap. Your card is already saved. Your address is already there. The default shipping is already selected. The app remembers everything, so your brain doesn't have to do any of the work that used to slow you down. Here's the part that should bother you. Every default is a decision someone made for you. The pre-checked box, the faster shipping that's already selected, the subscription that auto-renews unless you dig through 3 menus to cancel it. None of that is random. Defaults are powerful because most people never change them, so whoever sets the default basically controls what you do. And there's an uglier version of this. Designers call them dark patterns. Picture a pop-up that asks if you want to upgrade. The yes button is huge, bright, glowing. The no button is tiny, gray, and written in a way that makes you feel dumb for clicking it. Something like, "No thanks. I don't want to save money." They've designed the screen so the choice they want is the easy one, and the choice you want is the annoying one. You're not imagining it. It's deliberate. Ask yourself, when was the last time you went into a free trial and actually canceled before they charged you? They're betting you won't. They've done the math. But removing friction is only half the trick, because making it easy to spend doesn't help them if you never open the app. So how do they get you to come back over and over without even thinking about it? This is where it gets a little dark. Have you ever wondered why notifications feel so hard to ignore? Why that little red badge basically dares you to tap it? It's based on the same psychology that makes slot machines so addictive. Researchers found decades ago that the most powerful way to get a creature to repeat a behavior isn't to reward it every time. It's to reward it sometimes, randomly. You never know when the good thing is coming, so you keep checking and checking and checking. That's called a variable reward, and your phone is full of them. You pull to refresh, and maybe there's something good, maybe there's nothing. You open the app, and maybe there's a sale, maybe a new drop, maybe nothing. That uncertainty is the hook. Your brain releases a little hit of dopamine, not when you get the reward, but in anticipation of maybe getting it. Look at the pull to refresh gesture for a second. You drag the screen down, you let go, and it spins while it loads. Does that motion remind you of anything? It's a slot machine lever. That's not a coincidence. The person who helped invent that gesture has actually said in interviews he regrets it because of how addictive it turned out to be. So they send you a notification. Your order shipped. Someone liked your post. A brand you follow just dropped something new. Each one is a tiny invitation to open the app, and once you're in the app, you're back in the place that's engineered to make you spend. And the timing isn't random either. A lot of these notifications are sent based on data about when you're most likely to be bored, tired, or scrolling. Late at night, right after work, the exact moments your willpower is lowest. So now you're being pulled back in, at your weakest moments, into a place with no friction and no pain of paying. And once they've got you in there, they've got one more trick to make you buy right now, instead of thinking about it. Have you ever seen a countdown timer on a checkout page? Buy in the next 10 minutes or the deal's gone. Your heart rate ticks up a little. You stop comparing prices. You just want to grab it before the clock hits 0. Here's the thing, a lot of those timers are completely fake. You can close the page, come back tomorrow, and the same timer just restarts at 10 minutes again. The deal was never going anywhere. The clock exists for one reason, to make you panic and skip the part where you think. Same with that little only 2 left in stock message. Sometimes it's real. A lot of the time, it's just a number designed to make you scared of missing out. It triggers something deep in your brain that says, if it's almost gone, it must be good, and I need to act now. That feeling has a name, scarcity, and it short-circuits patience. Then there's social pressure. 14 people are looking at this right now. 3 people just bought this in the last hour. Maybe that's true. Maybe a script just generates a random number every time the page loads. You have no way to check, and that's the point. They're stacking little pressures on you, all at once, so you feel like the smart move is to buy immediately. None of these tricks work on their own, but put a fake timer, a low stock warning, and a one-tap button on the same screen, and they're not asking you to buy anymore. They're rushing you past the part of your brain that would have said no. So, a simple test. Next time a timer is pressuring you, close the tab, come back the next day. If the deal magically still exists, you just caught them, and you saved yourself money you were about to spend out of panic. But there's still one trick left, and it might be the most dangerous one yet, because this one doesn't just rush you, it makes the price itself feel smaller than it is. Buy now, pay later. You've seen it. At the checkout screen, instead of $40 right now, it offers you 4 easy payments of $10. And honestly, it sounds harmless, even smart. Same total, just spread out. But look at what it actually does to your brain. $40 feels like something. $10 feels like nothing. Splitting the price into tiny chunks makes the pain of paying basically disappear. That sting that was supposed to protect you? Gone. And that's the entire point. Research has suggested people tend to spend more and buy more expensive things when they use buy now, pay later compared to paying up front. It makes the price feel smaller than it is. Here's where it gets messy. You don't just do this once. You do it on multiple things, on multiple apps, all with their own little payment schedules. And suddenly, you've got 5 different 4-payment plans stacked on top of each other, all hitting your account at different times. It feels manageable in the moment. It's a lot less manageable when they all come due in the same week and your account's already low. And if you miss a payment, a lot of these services hit you with fees. So the thing that felt free and easy can quietly turn into something that costs you more than if you just paid for it normally. None of this means you're stupid for using it. The whole thing is engineered to feel reasonable. That's what makes it work. So the real question is, once you can see all of this, what do you actually do about it? Here's the good news. You don't have to throw your phone in a lake. You just have to put the friction back. The same friction they spent billions removing, you can quietly add back in for free. So a few simple things. Take your saved cards off the apps you spend the most on. Make yourself type the numbers in every time. That tiny annoyance is your break, reinstalled. Turn off notifications from any app that sells you stuff. If they can't pull you back in, half the battle's already won. And before you check out on anything, give yourself a rule. Wait 24 hours. If you still want it tomorrow, fine. Most of the time, you won't even remember it. And if a timer tells you you can't wait that long, that timer just told you everything you need to know. The point isn't to never spend money. Money's there to be used. The point is that the choice should be yours. Right now, a lot of your choices are being made for you by people you'll never meet who are very good at their jobs. Once you can see the design, it kind of loses its power. The notification is just a notification. The one-click button is just someone hoping you won't think. The timer is just a clock that doesn't mean anything. And that pre-checked box, you can uncheck it. Your phone isn't evil. It's just built for a goal that isn't yours. So make it work for your goals instead. That's the whole game. If this changed how you look at your phone even a little, do me a favor and subscribe, because this whole channel is about pulling back the curtain on the money stuff nobody actually explains to us. And I'm curious. Drop a comment and tell me which app makes you spend the most without thinking. I'll go first. It's the food delivery ones. See you in the next one.